Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today I will be looking at my little 2 ml decant of Davidoff Leather Blend. It is a leather fragrance that came out in 2014 with top notes of saffron and pepper, middle notes of rose and amber, and in the base leather and papyrus. So, first of all, the big question is this really a leather fragrance? Well, leather is one of the notes here, but really there are a lot of other things going on here, so you might not actually consider it to be a pure leather fragrance, so to speak. There are a lot of spices here. In the opening, you get the pepper, and there's the saffron there, so very spicy fragrance. Now, there's also this ambery wood feel to it. The wood actually, as some people have pointed out, kind of has like a oud wood feel to it. So you could actually argue that maybe this fragrance should have been called, oud blend or something like that, because it has that kind of feel to it. Maybe it's the combination of the spices and the dry leather. It kind of gives it this very ancient kind of smell, and it does kind of have like this Middle Eastern feel to it. And I believe that when it was first released, maybe it was an exclusive to some of these foreign countries. Now I think finally you can find it here in the United States on some websites, but it's probably not something that you're going to find in a lot of department stores. So sort of a dry leather note here. Now the leather note here does kind of remind me of that same dry, dusty leather note in Tuscan Leather from Tom Ford. But at the same time, the ambery oud wood kind of feel does kind of have that Tom Ford oud wood feel to it. So this one I think is sort of like a mishmash of Tom Ford's oud wood and Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. And if you want to go back to his designer days with Gucci, you might also say this one has some semblance to Gucci Pour Homme as well. So sort of a dry, dusty leather with the ambery, spicy, woody note to it. It kind of has this, I think when I described Tuscan Leather, it kind of has like this old library smell to it. Imagine going into an old library where you have like ancient first edition leather-bound books encased in this old bookshelf and wooden library, emitting some kind of a sweet, woody smell. So it's kind of like that. No, I've never been a really big fan of Tuscan Leather or oud wood, so this one kind of left me a little bit underwhelmed as well. But I will say this: if you're a fan of the Tom Ford private blends, specifically oud wood and Tuscan Leather, definitely check this one out. This might be a good way to give your collection like an economical cheapie with that same feel as the Tom Ford exclusive blends there. So let me go ahead and give you my final thoughts here. This smell, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. If I want to smell like wood, I would probably be more likely to grab something like Wonderwood or maybe Olfactive Studios Auto Portrait, something like that. But this woody smell kind of has that old oud wood kind of feel to it, which I'm not really into so much. Not really sure when I would actually choose to wear an oud wood fragrance so much. I do kind of like the leather oud blend from Dior, especially when it dries down into that honeyed oud. But this one, it does really have that dry, dusty, old wooden smell to it. Projection longevity, pretty good. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. I mean, this is one that'll go all day long as far as I'm concerned. I put it on 6 in the morning, and I'm playing volleyball in the evening, 7 o'clock at night, and here I am, still smelling this stuff. So it does go like a 12-hour plus kind of a thing. Versatility, I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. Really, I think mostly for outdoors, cold weather. I'm not really sure if this is something that would be a signature scent. But like I said, it definitely has the same versatility as your Tom Ford private blends. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. Now uniqueness, I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 because it definitely does bring to mind a lot of those other smells. But it is good to see Davidoff, which is mostly known for cool water and cool water flankers, Trying to step it up here and keep up with the modern era and niche perfumery by coming out with sort of an oud-like blend. And I think Versace and Ralph Lauren are doing the same thing. So you might want to check this one out because a beauty spin, 100 mLs is $64.90, which is about a fourth of what you might pay for a Tom Ford private blend. But for me, overall, 6 out of 10. I probably wouldn't choose to buy a big bottle of this one, but might be nice to have a decant laying around for those times when you want to have that ambery oud wood kind of a smell with the spicy leather dry feel to it. Check it out, I would say, if you're into that kind of thing. That's my thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.